Hi guys, welcome back to the farm. We've got an exciting day today. I think our shop lights have arrived. I think they're out at our gate waiting for us. And so we can finish getting our grow light table set up and get our seeds planted. We've got to go out and check to see if we have any eggs. You guys can just come along and hang out and see what we do on a daily basis. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Got the egg crew here. Every day we've been getting more and more eggs. First it was just 1 or 2, and yesterday we got the most that we've gotten so far. That was 7 eggs, and one of them was blue. How cool. Say hi, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our Premier One fencing that we keep. We have some foxes in our area. Go ahead, Addie, go in. We've got some foxes in our area, so we use the Premier One fencing to keep them out. And we've got some aerial predators as well, so we got to keep an eye out for hawks and eagles. All right, let's see if we got any eggs this morning. What do we got in there? I see an eggie.
Yeah, I found an egg.
Another couple eggs. Figure these girls will keep putting eggs in their pocket till they get one smushed, and then they'll be ready to hand it over to us. But for now, we'll let them do it. There's Midnight and Sven. Oh, and Moose. Moose is right there. That's Moose.
We can do.
Alright. Are you gonna give them some food? Okay, throw it down for them. Good job. Okay, let's go back inside. Say thanks for the eggs. This one's Moose right here, sweetie. Look, that fuzzy one that's walking. Yep, that one's Moose.
The white one?
He's gray.
Oh.
So we got 4 eggs, and I think we're gonna have to come back a little bit later this afternoon to see if we've gotten any more. Like I said, we had 7 yesterday, so I'm expecting a couple more coming out today. Well, I guess it's time to go check out what got delivered today, and maybe we can start our seeds. Yay! We don't have our greenhouse set up yet, and the garden shed that we have is in place, but I don't have like a table set up, like a potting table yet, so we're just going to be doing this on the workbench that my husband built in the garage. To get started, you need your seeds, some water, a bucket, and some seed starting mix. One of the things that you want to do is to make sure that as you're filling your seed trays, you want your potting mix to be a little moist. It's a lot easier to start off with moist mix than to put dry mix in there and then trying to add water to it to soak it. You start getting a lot of the mix that rises to the top of the water droplets and ends up spilling out. So I like to take a red bucket, or any kind of bucket, but mine just happens to be red, and I'm gonna put a little bit of the seed starting mix in here and then add some water, mix it up so it's nice and moist, and then I'm going to put it onto my tray. I have this tray here. It's a 72 cell tray in a standard 10 by 20. I did not use these last year. I used like Jiffy pots and larger seed trays, and just didn't have really good success with the Jiffy pots. I felt like they dried out unevenly. The black plastic trays that I use seem to do really well. So this year I wanted to try starting out with something like this to allow for the small seedlings to start sprouting, and then as they get bigger, transplant them into larger black plastic pots. Let's get our mix made up, and then we can start filling in the tray. anybody has an easier way to fill up one of these trays, I am all ears. I had to step away to go pick up the kids from school, and then we got into our afternoon and evening routine, and I'm just now getting back to finishing up my seeds. I have my dirt in my planter and I had my holes poked earlier, and we're gonna go ahead and start getting our seeds in the soil. One of the things that you're gonna wanna know is how deep to plant your seed. Some things you can just sow right on the top and sprinkle on. Others you need to put down into the dirt a certain depth. Usually on the back of your seed packets, they will have information about germination, spacing, and also included on there is the depth. If you can't find it there, you can go to your supplier's website or seed catalog. They may have the information in there. Tomatoes are about 1/8 of an inch deep. Peppers, I believe, are 1/4 of an inch deep. Now, how do you do that? You can be as precise or as imprecise as you like. Last year, I took bamboo skewers that you use for grilling, and I just made marks. I measured and made marks on the skewer where 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch was, and I used that to poke holes. I am out of bamboo skewers tonight, so tonight I am going to use my little Statue of Liberty pencil that I got from New York City a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to be guesstimating that the flame on it, the torch there, is about 1/8 of an inch. It might be a little bit more, and I'm going to be using that to poke my holes and then to use the dirt to cover the seeds back up. Like I said, you can use bamboo skewers, the tips of a plant marker. You could just use your fingers. All of those are pretty good methods. All right, we're going to start off with our tomatoes. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these going, and you can watch along. Now this tray is done. I still have a lot more peppers to plant, but I ran out of room on this tray, so I'm gonna have to get another one. It's also getting pretty late, so we'll have to pick this back up tomorrow. But I am so glad that you joined us for this video, and I hope you come back and check us out again. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for coming by Farm. Good night.